What happens when a ruthless mafia boss who fears nothing suddenly finds himself terrified of losing someone? A fake marriage, meant for protection, turns into something far more dangerous. Real feelings. But when a rival gang kidnaps the one woman he swore to protect, they unknowingly awaken a storm they can't survive. This isn't just revenge, this is wrath. Will he save her in time, or will his enemies pay the ultimate price? Watch till the end, this story will leave you speechless. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And now let's get started. Victor Kane was known across New York as a man without weakness, a ruthless mafia boss whose name alone could silence a room. Power, control, and fear were the pillars of his empire. So when he suddenly announced a marriage, the entire underworld was shocked. But the truth was simple, it was fake. Lily Carter, a kind-hearted, slightly chubby woman with a bright smile, had been placed under his protection after unknowingly witnessing something she shouldn't have. Marrying her was the easiest way to keep enemies from targeting her, or so he thought. Lily moved into his massive mansion, a place filled with silence and shadows. She didn't belong in his dark world, yet somehow she brought warmth into it. She would laugh at small things, talk endlessly even when Victor stayed quiet, and fill empty spaces with life he didn't realize he was missing. Victor kept his distance, reminding himself it was all temporary, all strategic but slowly. Without warning, her presence began to affect him. He found himself noticing things. How she smiled even when nervous. How she tried to make the staff comfortable. How she looked at him not with fear, but with quiet trust. It unsettled him. Trust was dangerous, feelings were a liability. One evening, as Victor prepared to leave for an important meeting, Lily stood at the doorway. "You'll be back soon, right?" she asked softly. Victor paused for a second, then nodded. "Stay inside. Don't open the door for anyone." She smiled and agreed, unaware of the storm approaching. Hours later, the mansion's security was breached. Armed men flooded inside, overpowering guards. Lily barely had time to react before they grabbed her. She struggled, fear replacing her usual calm as they dragged her away into the night. When Victor received the call, silence filled the room. Then his grip tightened, and something inside him snapped. The moment Victor came, confirmed Lily had been taken. The city seemed to fall into a tense, invisible silence. His men had never seen him like this. Orders came sharp and fast, his voice cold but carrying something far more dangerous beneath it. Every contact, every informant, every hidden eye in New York was activated within minutes. Streets were watched, phones traced, safe houses raided. Victor wasn't searching. He was hunting. Hours turned into a relentless storm of violence. Rival territories that once stood untouched were torn apart. Piece by piece, anyone connected to the kidnapping was dragged in, questioned and discarded if they proved useless. Fear spread rapidly. Whispers filled the underworld. Victor Kane had lost control. Finally, a lead surfaced. An abandoned warehouse near the docks. Victor didn't wait for backup. He arrived alone, stepping into the dim, cold building as if he owned it. Inside, laughter echoed. The rival gang surrounded Lily, tied to a chair, weak but still conscious. They mocked her, unaware of the storm walking toward them. Then the door creaked open. Silence followed. Victor stepped inside, his presence alone enough to drain the confidence from the room. His eyes found Lily, instantly bruised. Frightened but alive, relief flickered for a split second, then vanished under pure rage. One man laughed nervously. "You came alone." Victor didn't answer. The next few minutes were swift and merciless. The room turned chaotic as he moved with precision, taking them down one by one. No hesitation, no mercy. Only punishment when it was over. Silence returned. Victor walked to Lily and carefully untied her, his hands unexpectedly gentle. She looked at him, tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry," he said quietly. Then pulling her close, he whispered, "You were never fake to me.